Hi everybody, this is Ellie. Thank you so much for joining me today for a video where I share my Hobonichi cousin Avec setup for the second half of 2021. So the Hobonichi Avec notebooks cover the calendar year and are split into two notebooks. The first goes from January through June and the second from July through December. You can see here my used notebook compared to the brand new one. This isn't even particularly chunky. I've seen some gorgeously fluffy Hobonichi notebooks, but you can still see the difference in how slim and fresh this one feels. The trade-off for me between the Avec and the full year Hobonichi is, of course, that I don't have the entire calendar year in a one-bound notebook. But I found that for me right now, being able to start and set up a fresh notebook mid-year helps re-inspire me to keep working in these journals, and it's just fun. I had a lot of fun with this setup, and I always like that kind of fresh notebook, new possibilities feel. This is a simple setup. If you've been following me for some time, it will be very familiar to you because it is almost exactly the same as the first half of the year's Hobonichi. This is another clear vinyl cover from Phelps Designs. I really like these covers. I like the pocket configuration and how slim in profile it is. I did go ahead and use some scrapbook paper to make this kind of inner cover insert. This is from an old Christmas scrapbooking kit, of all things. And it was 12 by 12 inches, which wasn't quite long enough. So I actually ended up making two because this one ended up being a little bit too short for my preference. I mean, it worked just fine, but I had the paper, so I figured I could just keep this and cut it up for something else. But basically, I cut it in half, cut it to the right height, and then I just put in a little bit of like white printer paper to make the spine, and it only needed a tiny amount, just maybe about 1/2 centimeter. So I have the paper inside, and then I just went ahead with some washi tape to make the spine. I rounded the corners, and it just slips right in and works really well for me. I don't really set up with themes, but I just wanted something that felt welcoming and cozy and more on the minimal side, although you'll see I do have some more fun stickers in here as well. When you open it up, you see this card here. This is by Brandi Kincaid, and I love her art and her perspective and messages. I subscribed to her Extravagant Hope mailers for the first 6 months of the year, and it was always truly a joy to get them. So I just love this. I love it in terms of here is where I am starting my notebook, and just as a reminder to be present and mindful, or at least to try. I layered it over some paper from Note and Wish. These are also Note and Wish washis and a washi sticker. Over here, I just cut up some of that same wood paper for the background. This came in the Extravagant Hope mailer set. This was in the first envelope, my membership card, so I keep that here. This here, I mentioned that I had printed the 2021 freebie calendars from 3 years apart. So I've just stuck it on a memory card from Soft and Muted, and this is stuck on with removable adhesive, so I'll be able to change that out every month. I just like having that overview here. And this is another card that came in Brandi Kincaid's mailers. It says, "You don't have a right to the cards you believe you should have been dealt. You have an obligation to play the hell out of the ones you're holding," by Cheryl Strayed from Tiny Beautiful Things. And I've always loved that sentiment, and I love this card. It's beautiful on both sides if I do just want to flip it for the design. We move in. Honestly, I totally forgot that I had ordered these from Virgo Paper. I ordered two and I didn't even put the other one on my other notebook, so I just included that here. It's a lot pinker and shinier than I'm used to, but it's beautiful. This here again is all from Note and Wish. I just love the soft layering. During Black Friday in 2020, I knew that I was going to be trying the Hobonichi Cousin for the first time, so I went a little bit overboard and bought a ton of sticker kits. One of the ones that I did buy was the, I guess, yearly overview. This is from Virgo Paper, and I did also have it in my first half of the year. So I bought 2 sets. I don't have the large sticker here because I ended up ruining the first one I tried to lay down in kind of January's notebook. So instead, I cut out some more of that wood paper and I stamped my word for the year, which is compassion. And this is beautiful. Honestly, it was a lot of fun to lay down and it's pretty to flip through. But for the first half of the year, at least, I never referred to this for anything. So if I do get stickers again next year, it'll just be because I love the setup and how it looks. But for me, so far, this hasn't been a functional setup, and that's okay. It still, you know, gives me joy to set it up and to flip through it. But I did want to mention that I don't actually use this for anything at the moment. Then we move into the yearly index. So this is exactly how I've been using it for the first 6 months of the year. It comes with these 3 little boxes. So I just draw the circle for Instagram, the play button for YouTube, and I do a $sign in case I earn any money from Google AdSense. And I'm going to use this the same way. I'm going to go ahead and write down the videos on the days that I post them. And I will try to do something related in these bottom squares. I might put pictures of my thumbnails, or I'm not sure, but the option is there. And if I don't end up using it, totally fine with that as well. I don't think I will use this for anything. I might use it as a future log if anything comes up, but I probably won't. I have a future log with my bullet journal, so this will likely remain empty. Then we move into the monthlies. I did change up the stickers that I was using. So for the first half of the year, I had these holographic stickers from Shine Sticker Studio, which I love. And these script stickers are from AllyCat's shop. And I had used those on my monthly review pages, but I just figured I would switch that up. My monthly review pages feel a little bit too busy for me, so I thought that this cleaner script might help it feel a little bit more minimal. And I like how this looks. There's a lot of space for this kind of loopy script. I have it in the smaller version too, and this is just the larger version. So it's not on clear paper, it's on white paper, but I feel like it goes really nicely. And then I will keep the second half of these for all of my monthly reviews. And I will still use these monthly calendars for a memory a day, either with or without stickers. Then we've got the 2022 calendar, and we move into the weeklies. So if you've seen my cousin flip-throughs up until this point, you'll know I have struggled with the weeklies, just honestly getting in here, being consistent. I am okay with that, but as I've already mentioned, I did buy a lot of sticker kits and I want to use them. I have them, they're fun. Even if maybe I'm learning, you know, what is and what isn't my style. So I know with a sticker kit, I'm never going to use, I mean, never say never, but I cannot see myself using at this point one sticker kit for a spread. It's just too many stickers for me. So I can definitely spread them out. That being said, the ones that I have are beautiful. They're so much fun to put down, and I really want to encourage myself to use them. So to that end, I did go through them and try and figure out where I would like to use them, what month, what kind of time of season, and put a little sticky note for myself on those weeks. I didn't do it for every single sticker kit that I have because not all of them are kind of seasonal specific. Plus, I just, wanted to leave myself a lot of flexibility, but have some structure. And my sticker kits, I just keep in these A5 size zippers. So all of the ones that I kind of went ahead and planned to use, I just put in chronological order here and secured them with an OliClip. Some of them have names written right on the kits and some of them don't, so I just gave them my own name so I could refer to them. So these Virgo Paper ones, it's just one sheet, but these Raspberyl Design ones, I will definitely be spreading out over weeks. And it'll be fun. It's also a way to stop me from hoarding. I haven't decided exactly what I'll be doing yet for 2022, and I don't want to be left with a ton of stickers that I've saved for, some imaginary perfect occasion, because I know myself, and the longer I save something, the harder it is to use. So I'm happy with this idea. I still have leftover stickers as well, and like I said, some that I don't put on here. Actually, I will mention, I never end up using checklists. So, I end up having a ton of them left over from my sticker books. Checklists and also to-do headers don't come up for me that often. So if there's anyone watching who would like any checklist stickers, I know I'll go ahead and use the boxes that are left here. The decorative boxes for sure, maybe not the to-dos or the habit trackers. So if anyone does want at least checklist stickers, feel free to let me know in the comments and I can mail those to you because, like I said, I have more than I will ever use, and if someone will get use out of it, you can just let me know and I'll put them on a little sticker sheet for you and send them your way. But that is the plan for the weeklies. And in terms of the function, what's going in the weeklies themselves, the plan right now is to use it as a memory keeper the same way that I've been trying to for the year so far. So just went ahead like that. And the last spread that I set up was the spread here before we move into the daily pages. This is another beautiful card from Brandi Kincaid. So I just stuck this here with some mono adhesive, some Note and Wish washi tape at the bottom here. This is also from 3 Years Apart. This was actually the title on the printable with all the little calendars. So I loved reusing that. I have my word for the year again and my goals that tie in with my power sheets. I really like how simple and clean this spread is. And I don't recall where this is from, but I just thought it added just enough at the bottom of the page. There is one more page here. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it yet, so I've just left it. And then we will move right into my dailies. I do plan to stick with the monthly reviews that I've been doing. I might change it or tweak it a little bit. I'm not sure. I just do that on a month-by-month basis. And the daily pages will, again, likely be a mix of memory keeping, journaling, or kind of documenting and journaling prompts. And we will see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. Again, fresh notebooks feel so full of opportunity. In the back, I just put in this sticker from StudioKatie. It reminds me of his dark materials, so I love him peeking out there. If you are also in an Avec, I would love to know if your second half of the year is similar to your first half or if you are totally changing things up. I'm happy to continue on as I've been going, but just hopefully continue to be intentional and use what I have and just enjoy the process. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.